Hello, welcome back to Bucket Drop. Let's get right to it. Getting a call from my buddy Erin here, so let's see what she's got to say. Oh, Erin's ponytail. Why is she talking in the third person? That was weird. I was hoping she would call me for a rematch because she's the one that has the ponytas, and that's good experience, but oh well. Where was I at here? Okay, Stevie's coming out. As you can see, I rearranged the Pokemon on the side of the screen there a little bit in my interface. I realized there's really no reason for Togepi to be near the front, because it's on my team, but it's not really on my team. It's gonna get replaced as soon as I have 6 Pokemon. Who do I even have left? I can't even remember who I have left at this point. I'm still gonna get Tyrogue. I guess that's it. Tyrogue and Shuckle. So really, it's just the I'm forgetting something. Oh, right. Dratini. I'm not gonna get that for a long time. That's a long way away. But that's okay, because eventually it'll be the best thing on the team. God, this encounter rate. Yeah, so everything you're seeing on the screen right now actually is all just one image, because these videos take way too long to render. Like, if I do a 20 to 30 minute video, and I have a whole bunch of these objects on the screen, it'll take, like, at least a half an hour to render the video, and then another half an hour to export it. And it's just, it takes so long. After doing these Wario videos for a little while, man, they're done they render in like 8 minutes, and they render in maybe 10 minutes, and they export a little faster. I think I actually don't have to render them before I export them. So if that's the case, that'll save a little bit of time. I keep forgetting that I have the bike. That saves a little bit of time, which I'll try that out with these. Come on. Oh god, this is why I don't use the bike very often. Yeah, I redid my controller configuration for a different game, and I was too lazy to switch it back. So, so I'm still getting used to the buttons. I think this guy has Marowak, so I'm gonna start off with Stevie. Creepy music. Let's see. I think one of these guys has Marowak, and the other one has like a Seadra or a Kangaskhan. This is the Marowak guy. I'm still amazed at how I perfectly remember what some of these random trainers have. You know, I used to play with like Cerebee's Poke-Earth open in front of me, so I'll always know what trainer has what Pokemon are what where, what... But, like, this game, and I guess also Generation 3, through emulating them so often, I know most of the stuff offhand already. You know, I'm not perfect with it. I don't know every trainer, every spot, every level, what I can get everywhere, but I know most of it. I think at almost any given route, cave, whatever, I will know exactly what you could find there. And I'm not saying this is information that I'm proud to have, but it's information that I do have. Okay, I think this guy has a Kangaskhan, which isn't really the best thing to send my Flareon out against. I guess I'll go with Elekid. He's not quite at the point where he's almost evolved, but he's getting there. God, I've been playing... I gotta get used to the buttons again. I've been playing... Alright, I looked up how to pronounce this, and I think I forgot. Yees? Spelt Y-S? Yees? I think it's pronounced Yees, like geese without the G. I always called it Yiss. Like piss with a Y. Nailed it. But I think it's Yees. Oh, that's a higher level than I anticipated. Alright, I'll probably be switching Sparky out. Oh god, never mind. Sparky might just die. Yeah, oh boy. Okay, Stevie's coming back out. This, this area right here might be slightly above my level. Well, I guess not really, but... But I've been playing Yees, the Oath and Felghana, which is... If you don't know what Yees is, it's a long series of action RPGs. It came out in the 80s. It's a very old series. And they've remade a lot of the games. They're up to Yees 9, I believe, is the most recent one, which hasn't come out in America or worldwide yet. It's still Japan exclusive, but next year, I think, like Q2, maybe over the summer, it should be coming out. And I've played some of them. I've played, what did I play? Oh man, I really want to use Sparky here, so I'm gonna go heal him. I've played... Well, I guess I've only played one of them, really. I've played Yees, the Ark of Nepotism. Not Ark of Nepotism. That's what I always called it, even though it's not what it's called. Which I believe is the 6th Yees game. And the one that I'm playing, Oath and Felghana, Ghana, whatever, is a remake of Yees 3. Now, I've played Yees 1 and 2. Well, I played Yees 1. It's very weird. It's got this very interesting battle system where you don't, like, it's an action RPG, I guess, but you don't actually, there's no attack button. You attack enemies by walking into them. I think they call it the bump system. So, like, if you walk straight into an enemy, they'll hurt you, but if you walk into them from the side or the back or at, like, slightly at an angle in the front, you'll attack them. Which is very interesting. It's cool, because I don't know any other games that do something like that, really. But I just couldn't get into it. I didn't really like it. It was kind of weird. So I didn't play that one very much. I played Ark of Nepotism, Nefo, whatever, which is basically just a straight-up action RPG. It's like Legend of Zelda, but... Well, no, it's not really like Legend of Zelda, which actually, the one I'm playing now, Oath and Felghana, remake of the third one, when it originally came out, it looked more like, I think it kind of looked like Zelda 2, where it was like a side-scrolling platformer. But now it's just a full, I'll say 2.5D. I wouldn't call it 3D, because it's still like overhead kind of view, but they're very fun. They're fun. They're pretty quick little games. I think they're the newer ones are longer, but the ones that I've been playing are generally between like 10 and 20 hours. So I'm playing 3. I've played 6. I briefly played 1 and didn't really like it, so I'm skipping it. I also have Yees Origin, which is a prequel. The gameplay is similar to the 2 that I've been playing, but it's set before the first game in the series. And then I have Yees 7 and 8, and 9 isn't out yet. And then I don't have Yees, I think it's called Memories of I'll say Calcutta, which it's not Calcutta, but it's almost Calcutta. That, I think, is a remake of Yees 4. They basically remade all of these. And then, if you've noticed, I've skipped Yees 5 because that one has never been released outside of Japan and was not remade like all the other ones. So, I don't know, it's an interesting series. There's not a ton of lore. They're quick little games and everything, but there is lore to it, which is interesting. And people say that every game is basically a self-contained story. Like, you don't need to play the other ones to know what's going on. I thought about this a lot, like, when I was getting ready to try playing these again, because a friend of mine watched a video of someone playing them, and he was like, hey, that game looks fun, and I went, hey, I remember that I own a bunch of these. They are fun. Maybe I should play those too. So that's what I'm playing right now, because I finished Danganronpa. And there's a website that like goes into detail about a bunch of the games, and they say it's very imperative that you play the games. I think this guy has all of the Kanto starters. They say it's very imperative that you play the games in like a certain story order because things are revealed to you, and they're all the story. Basically, the whole series follows a dude named Aldol or Adol, whatever, and he it's like every game is it's linear. You know, he's on a journey, and cool trainer Nick. Oh, I'm thinking of Bugcat. Is this the guy that always beats me in the bug catching contest? It might be. No wonder he's so cool. How'd he get all these starters? You can't even catch those in the wild. This guy must have played Pokemon Red 3 times. But all the stories are linear along like one timeline, and it's just, you know, like Yees 1 and 2, then he leaves the island, and then Yees 3 takes place. So people said you don't need to play the older ones. You can just play them. You won't be confused. But other people said you should play all of them in order if you're going to play them, which I did think about that. I'm kind of just playing them in the order that they were released at the moment. You know, I'm skipping 1 and 2. The 6 came out before the remake of 3 that I'm playing right now, and then Origin, and then 7 and 8. I think the remake of 4 might have come out right before 7, so after the ones I'm playing and everything. Whatever. I used to get this series mixed up all the time with, oh shit, what's it called? Yigdra Union, I think, which is an entirely different game, like, not related at all. I think that's kind of like a tactics game. Whatever it was, I'm thinking of something else, too. It's like Yigdra Union, Yggdra, whatever, and then, like, Memories of Yggdrasil, something like that. There's a lot of games that are named after Yggdrasil, whatever it is, that legendary tree from, I want to say, Norse mythology. It's cool, like, when you look into this kind of stuff, like Norse mythology, Greek, whatever, all this mythology, because like all of the RPGs and games set in like old, like Fire Emblem, Final Fantasy, all that stuff, they all take very heavily from that mythology. So like all of the legendary weapons in Fire Emblem, or well, not the legend in Fire Emblem, in Final Fantasy, like most of the legendary weapons are named after like old Norse gods and stuff, like Gungnir, and I don't know how to pronounce any of these things, so why would I even try? But yeah, I've been playing that action RPG, and I had to... the controls are very different from Pokemon, so it took me a minute there. But it's alright, we're here. I thought about playing Yees on the channel, but at the moment I'm still sticking to what I know, and sticking to doing other. Wario doesn't have a challenge, but I like coming up with these little challenges. So I guess the challenge for like playing those newer games would be, I've never played this before, which, you know, is kind of lame. That's just that's just playing a game for the first time. It's not really a challenge. But I will eventually start playing new games on this channel. To begin with, there's a couple games that I really wanted to play, I wanted to get through, and I can't remember if I mentioned it, but a game that I will eventually play on this channel is Final Fantasy VI, which is my favorite game of all time. It's going to be a long series, it's a long game, and I'm going to play all of it. This person has the Eevee evolutions, which that's a lot of experience. So yeah, eventually I'll play 6. I think I mentioned it, because I remember mentioning how knowledgeable I am about the game. Not to brag, but... oh, God. Alright, Kenya, you're up. Gonna get my ass handed to me down here. I don't know if I have an escape rope. I might need to use it. Oh. Oh, I saw a video recently on how many times Generation 1 reused Pokemon cries, which that's something I noticed. I don't have the examples offhand right now, but Like when you hear, like one of them, Machoke, has the same cry as someone else. There's a couple of Pokemon that share cries, and they just kind of like adjusted it a little bit. This is a tough one. I don't know who to send out here. At the moment, well, even when my team is fully put together, I won't really have anything that's good against electric. I'll have my Electabuzz, which can resist it at least. And then, well, no, I guess it's just Feraligatr and, okay, that's good. Feraligatr and, Fearow are going to be weak against it. But it's not like the whole team will be weak against it. I won't have a rock or ground Pokemon on my team, which sucks. That's a staple of my teams. Oh, quick attack. Nice. You still no tackle, right? Let's get... Well, I'll keep tackle. Let's get rid of sand attack, because I'm never going to use it. Like I said, for going through the game like this, I don't really keep status moves and stuff. Like, Thunder Wave or Sleep Powder are great moves, but... Like, I'm not going to use sand attack. Why would I lower your accuracy when I could just kill you? That's my philosophy on life. Why would I hinder you when I could just kill you? I have infinite power. I could do what I want. I'm all-powerful. I don't bend to your will. I just kill you. That's what I do. That's what I'm all about. Right, Sparky died. I don't know what I'm even babbling about right now. Alright, Steve's gonna level up. I almost called him Stevie, but I forgot we've moved past that. He's not Stevie anymore. He's grown stronger. He's a man now. He's a big, strong, goofy-looking man. That was not very powerful. Oh, that's right, it used Growl. Let's bite it. Oh, wow. Alright, forget it. I'm just gonna dig it out. Can you dig it? I can dig it. So this weekend, I'm supposed to be golfing, as always. You know what else is new? The weather's gonna be bad. And I'm torn. Are we gonna golf? Do we put up with the rain? Or do we skip golf for the first weekend since... I don't remember how long it's been, because we've missed a few weekends, but we've gone almost every single weekend since July. And I don't want to miss it. We're gonna play at my favorite course. It's the one that I played at when I right after I burnt my hands. And I really liked it. It was a really nice course. I played well on it, and it was kind of difficult, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to beat my friend. Because I've still never won. The last time we went, I tied him, which is the best I've ever done. And it was a short course, it was a par 9. But it was a nice little course. I liked it. It wasn't our first choice, but it's getting harder to get times now, because we used to be able to like just book a time at 4:30 and it'd be fine. We'd still get through the whole thing before the sun went down. Now you really can't start before like... You have to start by, like, 11:30, or else you're just not going to get the whole course in. And this time, we just did a 9. That's all we could get. It was me, my 2 friends, and one of my friends' dad. And I've never had a birdie in my entire life. But this time, I had a chance at an eagle. And to anyone who doesn't know golf, that means 2 under par. So 2 shots on a par 4. I've never gotten 3 shots on a par 4, or 1 shot under par on any hole. I turned it into a par, I 3-putt it. But still, it was a par 4, a short one. It was about 265. The cards said it was 265. And I crushed a drive onto the green in 1 shot, over the hole. When we were up back, the people were still on the green, and my 2 friends hit before me, so I figured I was safe too. And I crushed the drive, and I was going, oh no, I think I went over the green. And they were like, nah, you're way short. So we judged, based on the people on the hole's reaction, And I felt like a dick, because, okay, this is where Lapras would be on either Wednesday or Friday. I forget which day, but once a week it shows up here and you can catch it. And I'm playing on a Thursday right now, so it's not here. Yeah, so I felt like a dick because I get mad when people, you know, come up on you when you're golfing, but I figured I was safe. Like, there's no way I'm gonna hit it that far. And they didn't react, so I was like, oh man, I was short. And we got there, and it landed right on the green, past the hole, so I hit it at least 265. And, oh, I forgot Stevie has dig, I can get out of here. And, I don't know why they didn't react. The ball would have landed right next to them. But whatever. Best shot I've ever hit in my entire life. I had a couple of really nice shots on that, and some not so nice. We were all tied at one point. We were pretty neck and neck the whole day. It was a shorter course. There was no par 5s. There's a bunch of par 4s and 3s. And at one point, I had the lead, which generally the only time I ever have the lead is if I have a good hole 1 and then it falls apart from there. And we were all kind of neck and neck, and then around hole like 3 or 4, I believe, I took the lead by 2 strokes. I blew it on the next hole, but we finished strong. It was funny. We found a card, like a scorecard. Oh, I forgot that I need strength to go through here. So I'll have to come back. We found a scorecard with the initials D and J on it, which that's me and my friend that I golf with all the time's initials. Just someone left their scorecard. So our only goal was to beat them. It was like, we have to be the better D and J. And we were. Their scores were 46 and 48, and we both tied at 45. Which, great. I mean, not great. That's still pretty bad. But for me, who averages a 120, getting a 45 on the 9 would mean a 90 at the back end. It was a short course, so it's not like a legit 90, but that would have been my first time breaking 100 had we done the whole round and did that. And I felt good about it. It felt nice. It feels nice to, well, tie. It would have felt nicer to win, but it was good. And we're hoping to go golfing this Saturday, but it's gonna rain, so we might not. Ooh. Okay, there's one more thing I'll do while I'm over here. Well, actually, no, you know, I'll call it here. We can cut this video short a little bit, because I need to remember who I'm teaching headbutt to. So I'll double check that real quick. And then I'm going to record another one of these right now. And you guys will see it after this one's done. You guys know how this works. Why am I explaining this? See you guys next time. Peace out.